Greetings everyone, so the topic today is going to be about the statues and which exactly statues that I prefer and which statues I don't even like. Why I'm saying this? Because I hate statues, to be honest with you, with the exception of two new statues that the game has introduced, and I think they are actually, you can actually spend a little bit and actually get a lot more than the regular statues, and they are all orange. They are these two statues, Athena statue and the Ares statue, are the only statues in which you can actually gain from level 1 as an orange statue, with the exception of any other statues in the whole freaking game. I'm not a fan of statues because these statues do provide a little bit of stats and nothing more. However, these two has somehow reduced amount of price, I could say, and they are activated all the time with you if you paid attention to ears. For example, as soon as you reach at level 21, when battle begins with Lord, every 3 attacks, archers, blah blah blah, will give you extra damage. Same goes for the Athena one. Adds infantry and cavalry push, which is nice, HP, and when the battle starts you get blah blah blah, you get damage reduction. This effect is triggers every 6 seconds for 2 seconds, which is really fucking decent, which is why I like these statues. They are forever with you. But if you tried, I'm not sure if you have any event right now that has any of the other statues, but if, as I said, if you tried to buy any of the other statues, you will never be able to get anything. Why? Because it only lasts for literally 10 seconds. I don't think there is any other statue in the game that lasts more than that. Not only that, if you paid attention in here, let's see if I have it. Yeah, in Brave Valley, that's one of the events that has this. If you paid attention at the targets in here, you will see the following, that if you just bought up to 500, you will get more than anything else. Like from 500 to 800 you are getting 85, but from 400, from the previous amount, which is 200 to 500 here, you are getting 60, and from 500 to 800 you are actually getting another decent amount, but after that it goes down the hole. It is not worth it to go to 1500, not even worth it to go to 2500, blah blah blah, unless you are really someone who wants to throw money. But other than that, if I were you, and if I'm a medium spender, which I am medium spender at the moment, I will stop at either 500 or 100, but obviously 800 because it's better. See here, from if you paid attention, they have some issues with the math, most likely. From 200 to 500 it gives you 60, from 500 to 800 it gives you 85, so obviously from 500 to 800 is way much better than 200 to 500, which I have no idea why, but again, that's not what is it. When you go from 800 to 1500, it becomes way worse. But why again I do prefer these? I prefer these statues for a simple reason, that they are way much better investment than going to the golden statues. Golden statues at level 1 requires you to spend at least $500, but these requires you to spend a little bit by a little bit, and it will start giving you stats from the first day you invest on them. Like, you can still have the statue here, and as soon as you go a tier upgrade gives you level up and stats, and as soon as it goes from level 10 to level 11 you will unlock the new skill, and again from level 20 to 21 you will unlock the next skill, etc., and you will keep upgrading it. If you click at upgrade review, it's gonna show you how much stats you are going to get. At blue statues it's 4.5, at purple statues you have an extra reduction, which is not bad by the way, it's a good stats. At level 21 you are finally going to unlock the skill, which is obviously going to take a lot, But again, what I'm trying to say here is the problem with any other statue, that it really gives you nothing at the start unless you invest a $500. But here, if you choose to invest every month $50, at one moment you will be able to get actually a decent amount of success. Like for example, I have waited for a month to get this event and I invested $50 the first one. Now I'm adding an extra $50, and here is the upgrade. Here's the first upgrade. From 10 to 11, actually and finally unlocked my first skill, which takes 50. Most likely the next one is gonna be more, but here I have unlocked it and it is now purple. Finally purple. Sadly, the next one becomes 60, and most likely it's gonna increase by 10 for every single level. But what I'm trying to see here, I can have a progress with a minimum amount of money spent, and actually a statue that's going to last with me the whole battle, not a bullshit statue that is going to be there for 10 seconds or something. You know what is the issue? The issue is, if the battle lasts long, then all of your decoration is gonna be thrown into the garbage. Let's say you are a monster guy who attacked people. Okay, you are a strong guy. You attacked people. Your first 10 seconds you'll be unbeatable like fucking hell. You're going to be tough monster, tough bone to be broken. But then after that, after 10 seconds, you are almost as if you never even bought these statues. Which is why I would personally prefer if you go and pick up those. Otherwise it's not really worth it. That's basically it for me. If you think you have a different opinion, feel free to drop a comment and tell me why. That's it, and have a wonderful day.